Three, two, one.
Check it out.
Okay, so where it all started, a lot of people from different trading backgrounds. We had everything from pro traders to apes to newbies. We got tired of the dumb money Reddit BS. A vision that everyone had something to bring to the table and create a non-toxic community. So, me and Kron, we started on Raiden. A lot of us, we started on Reddit. If you don't know, I got banned from there. I tend to get in trouble because of my big mouth. But it was a lot of toxicity there. I love AMC. I love that I started as an AMC ape because I wouldn't be here without it, and I still have my AMC. So super, super happy with that. Everyone has their convictions. But then I started a Discord that was for AMC only. And then we started another server. I had another partner. Because we were like, hey, let's venture out and learn. All we do is talk about AMC. Let's learn some stuff about the market, right? And so we started that, and it was very toxic, my partner. And I convinced him to bring Kron as a third partner. And that partner continued to be toxic, and that's when I left and made this one. So this is my second go around, and thankfully everybody decided to follow along and come with me. And it's just been, we try to stay, when me and Kron started, we ventured off, he's in a paid server. I've been in paid servers. There are, a couple of good ones out there. There are, but for the most part, we dealt with furus. People that didn't know what the hell they were talking about. There was no consistent classes. There was just, you felt so stupid if you asked a simple question. They were just like, you don't know this, or they would give you some smart ass answer, or just drop a link, and it's like, bruh, okay, yes, I will put in the work, I will put in the legwork to learn, but can you help me out here? You're giving me a link and I don't even understand none of the words that they're saying in that link. So we wanted something different for others. We wanted to provide something that we didn't have. And so that's why we have here. And along the way, we've picked up people that are way smarter than us, way more talented than us, way better. We've learned from them. And we're so excited. We have our market specialists and our mods and our admins. And literally, this server isn't mine and Kron's. The server is all of ours. We are nothing without the teams. We are dead in the water without the teams. People ask questions and I'm like, let me ping the market specialist because I don't know the answers. I'm still learning as well. And so, yeah, we're super, super grateful for all of them. On to the next. So crazy option plays on meme stocks, no risk management, putting 100% trust in alert without taking responsibility for the trade. So that comes back to, what a lot of us actually come from meme stocks. Say what you want about meme stocks, but it is a movement. And I don't mean anything to do with the individual stocks. I mean to do with retail, with the people that were brought together. My very first stock buy or anything to do with the market was AMC. And now I trade full time. I see apes as a community that had no idea about any of this. A lot of them got brought on, got thrown in the mix in the deep water with the sharks, and somehow some of them found their way to swim and decided to help others to swim as well. And that brings us here. We decided to buckle down, learn, utilize some risk management, not just throw all of our money to the wind and YOLO and FOMO and all that jazz. And this still holds true to this day. Putting 100% in an alert without taking responsibility for your trades. So if you see, we have Richie who does alerts, right? And we also have Standard and Canadian that do their watch list. So it's kind of like steps. Richie does trade ideas, and you're not supposed to follow blindly. You're supposed to look and see, do you see what he's seeing? And he's always putting in there the chart, or saying, what is this? If you don't know what it is, you need to attend Sunday class, right? The whole point. And I think this is something that we learned recently with, another person that we lost. If you are fully dependent upon someone else feeding you trades, you're never going to be successful. What if they leave the server? What if they go to another server and they want to charge you out the butt? A lot of these paid servers, they don't want you to be successful. They really don't, because then you won't have to pay them monthly, and you won't have to pay them to take their courses 2, 3, 4 times, because you're still not successful, because they're still missing stuff that they're telling you. So if you're going to take a trade, make sure you see what that person sees, right? And then the next step, we have Standard and Canadian who do the watch list. So they're not feeding you the trade, but they're giving you levels. Okay, here's the levels that we're seeing. But you still have to implement your own trading method to be successful in this, right? And we had, a course on that, teaching how to utilize it and everything. So it's like your next step in learning. So always, always, always remember, you're the one that pushes the buy and sell button. I blew my first account when I first started trading, and I only have myself to blame, because I went in, I followed someone. When I took my very first option trade, I didn't even have trading view. I had never even seen a chart except for screenshots. I was a complete idiot. And I take responsibility for that. So you all need to take responsibility for that and learn everything you can, become successful, a self-sufficient, successful trader. That is our goal for you. All right, on to the next page.
Yep.
So we've recruited people that have knowledge and share our vision in helping without charging, regular Sunday classes, space calls on Twitter, shifted focus and mentality.
Yeah, because if I may add, it was in the beginning, and this is not an attack against like the apes or the squeeze stockers or anything like that, not at all. But we had a lot of people that came in with this mentality that, oh, the market, we are just going to get fucked in the market. Oh, how much did we lose today? And all of this. It was, I mean, even if most of the people were joking around and of course wanted to make money, it was like with that attitude, we felt that this is not going to end good, especially not with options tradings, because we know how volatile and how risky it can be. So we had to do something, and I think we have done a lot, but there is still a lot to be done to get to that next level.
Agreed. And we've all been there, done that. We have our scars. Kron was in AMC. I'm in AMC. We have a lot of apes here. I love the ape community. I will forever, ever, ever be in the ape community, because it's more than a ticker. It's a community. And we joke around. Kron jokes around about his Luna, and he messes with with Brandon about BBBY. And it's fun and everything, but to the core of it, we did have to change our mindset. Yes, the market is meant to beat you because it's competitive. There's other people out there doing their trades. One or the other is going to lose, right? So it is per se competitive, and it is built to screw you, but they're not out to get you, if that makes sense. So risk management is super, super important, and having your mental focus properly. That's why one of the books I read, speaking of, next slide.
Yeah. My computer is a bit slow today.
Is Trading in the Zone. These are some books that have inspired our classes so far. So technical analysis masterclass, that is actually for beginners. If you've been here, we read through that entire book. We kind of used it as a guide for our classes, because we're new to this. We're still learning too, but we were like, we can teach while we learn. We can still be helping others. If we wait till we're like absolute pros, we're not going to be able to help anybody for years. And so we're like, you know what? Until we come up with our own guide, let's use a book. And so we used that. That was our guide for our classes. And then we finished that, and I started reading Trading in the Zone. Kron recommended it to me. And then another one that I read that Canadian recommended was Atomic Habits, because we know what trading is 90% mental. If your mental game isn't there, you are screwed. That is it. Poke it with a fork, you're done. Game over. You have to have your mental game there. You have to have discipline. So that's why Atomic Habits is a good one. It's teaching you how to build discipline. Discipline is so important in trading. Have your mental games in check is so important in trading. If you have not read Trading in the Zone, I freaking recommend it so much. And Atomic Habits. And then when we went on to, our more intermediate classes, because yes, the majority of people here do options. We do have a lot of scalp traders with shares and investors, etc., but a lot do options. So we've been pulling from options as a strategic investment. And that's when we started learning butterflies and things like that, etc.
Yeah, and I think these 3 books kind of make up what we are all about: the knowledge and, of course, the mental part to get the right mentality. And the option as a strategic investment is really good when it comes to risk management and really using different type of strategies to your advantage. Because I know some people have DM'd me and are like, why are people not doing more straddles in this group, etc. And I think the main reason was that a lot of people didn't really know how to do them, or did it without telling others, etc. But we felt that it was time to start to look at some strategies that means that you can have limited profit, but you will have a limited loss, no matter how bad the trade goes.
We did read the technical analysis from start to finish, but the options, it's a very long book. So we jumped around on some things, kind of to go classes with that one. But yeah, we're going to be pulling some more stuff from that book, covering them in future classes. So be prepared. And we are aware that we have new people coming in every day. And so even though from when we started until now, we've covered newer stuff, and we do have all the classes recorded, the majority. We don't have the very beginner ones because it took us a while to figure out the recordings. There kept being issues. But for the most part, we have a lot of them recorded, but we didn't for a while. But we figured it out. So we still want to keep in mind of the new people we have coming in. So we're working out a schedule for it, and a need for it as well. And we'll have, shorter super baby trader beginner classes on Sundays as well. So we'll have our regular hour Sunday class and then like a 30-minute class before covering some stuff. So we just really need to track like the time of it, the need of it from the community, things like that. Does anybody want to add anything about our journey or anything like that before we start getting into the more technical side of things?
Say something real quick.
Yeah.
When it comes to the technical analysis masterclass, I have gotten quite a few DMs from people that are quite experienced traders, but still felt it was a good read, because sometimes you need to go back to the basics and maybe change something in your game. And I did some research on this guy, Rolf, because the name led me to believe that, okay, this is some old geezer that's 75 years old in Berlin or something. But turned out he's quite a young guy that started as paper trader who was a journeyman in the trading world until he started to figure out how to use the different indicators and read the chart. So it's a good read, I think, for everyone.
Oh yeah, agreed. We had experienced traders, attend the class. Our classes are made up of a multitude of people. Some are members that are super experienced and they come here to support us because they believe in what we're doing. Some come because they want to learn. Some come just be a part of the community. So, there's different, reasons, but even our experienced traders, some of them would tell us, oh crap, I didn't learn that, or oh crap, I forgot about that. That worked good. I should be using that. And so, you don't realize how many beginner stuff you don't learn because you try to skip to the hard stuff really quick. And oh my God, that drives me insane. If you started trading and you just bam automatically put on indicators, turn them off. Turn them all off. The most important and first thing you should be learning is price action and candlesticks. Don't underestimate the power of that. Turn off all those freaking indicators and watch and learn price action and the candlesticks and then volume. Then start messing with your indicators and learning. And don't have a million of them on at one time. That drives me freaking insane. You all know, well, the majority of you should know, I can call SPY like the back of my hand. And with no indicators, I just learned her movements, her personality, basically. So please, please, please don't underestimate the simple things and how they can, attribute to your success.
Okay, any questions, comments so far? We have time today, so go ahead, please.
That's okay if you suck at candlesticks. If y'all know me, y'all know I gave some of the stuff like my own names because I didn't know the actual names yet. I was like super new, but I gave it my own names. And I know what they're going to do when I see that I named it. But the point is to learn the chart, the basics of the chart before you start adding this other stuff. Doc, I forgot lots of shit. That's why I love our classes. Me too. We're training work. I always think the opposite. All right.
I mean, it's each to his own or her own. I mean, it's just I take the example with mixed martial arts, for example. Some people are going to be better at the stand-up game. Some are going to be better at the ground game. But whatever makes you knock the other guy out or make him tap, I mean, that's what's important.
So everyone's brain works differently. My brain doesn't work like your brain doesn't work like my brain, etc. So because our brains work differently, different indicators are going to be what works best for us, right? It's whatever can help your brain understand the stories that chart is trying to tell you. It's what's going to help your brain process things. Kron loves RSI, swears by it. I freaking hate RSI. I don't want to use it. But it helps his brain to understand what's going on in the chart, and he's very successful. But me, I'm just like, no, I can see that in the volume. I don't need to see it there. And so there's no right or wrong indicator. It is whatever helps your brain to understand the story that chart is trying to tell you.
Okay, should we move on?
Yippers.
Yeah, and now we are gonna look at some stuff we have gone through during previous classes. So this is gonna be quite basic. You want to continue, Queen?
Sure. So here we have meta, which meta. Those plays were beautiful. Okay. So if you look at the chart, let's get some feedback from y'all. What do y'all see on this chart? Just tell me, what do you see? Downtrend.
Downward trend.
Hammer. Mm-hmm.
I see meta.
Uh-huh.
I see a lot of red.
Change of character. Opportunity to buy.
Maybe.
Exactly.
But then if you zoom out, it hasn't retraced anything that it's gained this year.
You see levels. True. Thing going. Yeah. I don't even need to look. I know your voice by heart. I see money.
Hell yeah.
We're looking at a very tight trading range as well.
Mm-hmm. So everyone is correct. There's so many things to see on a chart. And when you want to see multiple things that are telling you the same story, what is that called? Basically, what is it called? It's not the exact of it, but what's the word I'm looking for?
Confluence.
Confluence, exactly. So everything everyone is seeing, that's correct. You could have played the uptrend here, you could have played the downtrend. Everything y'all are seeing, the dojis, they're on top. Everyone knows I love dojis. Spy loves her dojis. You see those dojis up on the top. Sorry, go ahead.
The wicks are quite interesting.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I mean, and this is what we worked on a lot, just to get people starting to read the charts. Then how you read it, some people love chart patterns, others say they are risky as hell to use in trading. But I mean, we wanted to get people to start looking at the charts. That was like the number one mission in the beginning. To look at chart and read the charts, not just look at them.
I remember I started with no chart, and then I used the Robinhood chart for a while. Just the green line up and down. So been there, done that. There's nothing wrong with it, but that's why that was one of the main goals. I've even gone in the DM. I've seen people doing the same thing I do and just show Robinhood charts. I go to their DM. Let's go right now. Come on. Let's get on the phone. Let's something. Get TradingView downloaded. We're going to set up the password. We're going to do this because that's what had to be done with me. I was so hard-headed and I fought it because I thought I could just, I don't know what I thought. And my mentor at the time literally called me, was like, get out your laptop right now, download the app on the computer. Let's go. We're setting it up. And so I want to pass that on to others. Oh no, not the Robinhood chart. And so, I've done that for members here. I want to pass on to others what was done for me. I'm hard-headed, so I feel y'all on that. But because I am hard-headed, I guarantee I'm more hard-headed than any of y'all. And I'm going to make sure y'all get this stuff down. But everyone is correct on what they saw. If you look right there to the left, like Kron said, look at those wicks. I mean, that you can't see everything, but it kind of looks like consolidation right there. And look at those long wicks right there. That tells you, even without seeing before, looks like consolidation. You see these long ass wicks. That's telling you, hold on, something that it's struggling. Something's happening here. What's going on? There's a fight, right? And so you should be perking your ears up and looking and see, what's gonna come.
Next one. This one is more boom.
Okay, so Bed Bath and Beyond. All right.
On the 1 hour, we might add.
Okay, on the 1 hour. So, and I hate the 1 hour. I like the 5 minute, which, yes. See, everybody's working on something. I'm working on using more than the 5 minute. I love the 5 minute on SPY, day trading, scalping. I'm working on it. But if y'all look at this chart, tell me, what do you think the number one thing someone could fall for or do watching this chart? It's 4 letters. FOMO. Exactly. And look how quickly that sucker started coming down. Fuck yes. So that's something we worked on as well. Risk management. You have to be careful. You see something shoot straight up and you just want to get in it and ride it and you don't know nothing of nothing. You just see a green candle going up. You don't know where it's going or how much money you want to take or anything like that. You're just like, oh, I'm just on for the ride. And then you see it start turn red and you're like, okay, it's going red, but that green candle was so big, it's fixing to go back up. I know it. No, it's not. You weren't prepared. You weren't watching the chart beforehand. You didn't have a good entry. You just FOMO'd in and you got, like Kron said, FUCK'd.
And this, he talks about this quite a lot in the book, the steepness of a chart, that it may be time to be very, very careful. And I know a lot of people made money on the upswing, the kind of last push on Bed Bath and Beyond, but a lot of people bought at the top. I think this was the last time that at least our Discord was quite chaotic with the FOMO, and we had some people that made huge amount of money on it too, that went calls at the right moment, but a lot of people got stuck on this one. I even know some traders that I consider super good that fell for this FOMO and went in way too late. And then, all that happened with Ryan Cohen selling and that CFO taking his life, and it was really a mess.
Do you remember, Kron? I got in puts at almost the top, and somebody had me convinced not you, but a lot of us know who. Convinced I was wrong. I got it almost the top, and then it was still going a bit more, and they had me convinced that I was dead wrong. They were further out, and I sold and got out for a loss, and that sucker tanked. I was right. So, take in what others say, as in do your own research. Someone tells you something, go look into it. Trust, but verify. Nobody is perfect. Not even our people aren't perfect. And when we tell you things, we don't want to just tell you and then that's it. We want you to go and verify and learn. Why are we giving you this answer? Why are we telling you this? And then if you feel that we're wrong, come back. Hey, well, I was looking into it and I see this. You don't think maybe this or that or whatever? I mean, that's what makes a great community learn and grow together. Conversations, right?
Yep.
Different points of view. And that's one thing I truly, truly, truly love is every person here is learning. Even the ones that you think are just like the smartest ones, everyone here is learning. We may be learning from our market specialists, but guess what? Our market specialists are learning from each other, right? Everyone here is learning. Every single person you see. I hear Canadian and Standard on, when they're doing the watch list at night, teaching each other stuff. One of them will say, Canadian showed something with volume and the bars, and Standard loves volume, and he was like, oh crap, what indicator is that? What? And so then Standard jumped on it and wanted to use it, and I've seen vice versa. So don't be afraid to speak in chat because you feel like, oh, this conversation's over my head, I'm gonna feel stupid, oh my god. No, every person here is learning. It may be a different level of learning, but every person is learning. And you all have seen, I have asked questions that are like, very baby trader questions that I should already know by now, but I didn't. And I had no quarrels with putting my question in chat, and none whatsoever. Because the only stupid question is the one you don't get the answer to.
That's true. So the beginning was a lot of chart analysis, candle and chart analysis. And we also looked a lot at the chart patterns. I just have this here as an example. It's not like we're going to go through the patterns, but that's where we started more or less. So I'm going to jump ahead. Then we added the indicators to the mix. And of course, everyone has their own favorite indicators. Here we have the MACD times twice for some reason. I don't know what happened there. And the RSI, and we got the Bollinger Bands, and I think it's the 20 EMA or something. But the point is, we are never going to say this is the best indicator or this combination of indicators are the best, like MACD RSI, for example. But we want you to at least know what's out there so you can try them out, paper trade with them, discuss, and so on. It would be kind of fun to know what people's favorite indicators are if you want to type in chat what you use the most. And I know some here have moved on to fibs, for example. We haven't covered that in class yet. The volume pressure, the EMAs. And I mean, once again, there is no right or wrong answer. I keep going back to that technical analysis is a pseudoscience. And what I mean by that is not that it's useless, but you can't put it in a lab and get the same results like 100 times in a row.
Kron, Sned was asking a question. Sorry, the chat's moving up. I didn't want you to miss it.
Yeah, I have some custom settings, but for example, the Bollinger Bands, I just used default settings. But this on the chart that's posted now, I have the default settings. And we can see, for example, the RSI there moves above 70. Big push there on NVIDIA before it went down a bit. We can see the MACD crossings. But technical analysis indicators can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. And they are lagging. So, yeah, gotta be careful with everything. If there was one indicator that could see everything, we would all be rich by now in the market. The whole global economy would be in chaos. But I really like to get all the answers here, because if we had asked, like when we started, a lot of people were still trying to learn what is RSI, what is MACD, for example. And now people are using them and trying them out. And of course, we have experienced traders that has been doing their stuff for many, many years.
I'm curious to know, this was a quiz question a while back. Does anybody remember the 3 EMAs they use in MACD? I do. Anybody else remember that? 9, 12, and 26. Yep. I was absent. Yes, I think that was a class. No, that was a class before you came, Sneh. That was actually covered in the book, that first book that we showed, Technical Analysis Masterclass. That was actually showed in there. And I don't know, I thought that was interesting. I love learning interesting facts. Do I get a point? You do not get a point. That was just something I decided to throw out. Canadian only use Elliott waves. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Con. Go ahead.
Okay. So we don't have so much time. We have a lot of questions coming up. But we, of course, this picture was bad. We looked a lot at support and resistance too. In the beginning, we had a couple of classes on that. We talked about breakouts, fake outs. We had Trevor, who hasn't had much time for Discord for a while now, for different reasons, but he was here talking to us, teaching us about how he draws up zones and support resistance, supply demand, etc. And not much more to say there, I guess. And then we had another guest teacher that I think is here tonight, Ronnie.
Yep, little Ronnie's here.
Yeah, because we felt it was about time to have a whole class about risk management, because we saw people doing good trades, but they didn't get out in time. They didn't take the money the market gave them. They got the FOMO and greed and what's not. So we decided to let little Ronnie, who has experience since, I think it was 1981. Is that right, Ronnie? If you can speak.
89, I thought it was. He's been trading since. He's our resident.
1981.
81. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to comment anything on? I took one of the pictures from your PowerPoint, as you may recall.
Well, thank you. I'm honored that you would choose part of my presentation for your recap. I just hope folks take it to heart. That's all I can say.
Agreed. Because this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. We keep saying that every class, and we will keep saying it every class.
Yes. The most emphatic way I could express this is $50 deposited in my investment account in 1981 is coming out at $5,000 a month in my retirement. Now, when you go by the miracle of compounding and having the benefit of 40 years, that's really a big number.
Yep. And this is what it's all about. I mean, we are here to stay. We are not here to like do a crazy YOLO play. Sure, it may work out, and then just probably it won't, and then just fade away. And we hate it every time we get a DM from someone saying, "Okay, I'm done. I'm not going to be in this group anymore, or I'm just gonna be lurking here because I blew my account." And it always goes back to like the basics, the FOMO, the greed, the people in general just trying to make up for losses. Like, okay, if I make this play and it goes the way I want, I'm gonna get the money I have lost this week. Over trading. I mean, we can make the list pretty long, I'm afraid.
Yes, and I really want to encourage new traders to set really low goals. For example, $40 a day. If you're just starting out and you've got, a couple $300 in your stock account, if you can make $40 a day for 250 trading days, that's 10 grand. Start small, but let that small win build. Okay. That's the best way to explain how to start a small account. Start with a low goal, make $40 a day. And when you get that 40, take your profit, get out.
Yep, even $20 a day, that's $100 a week, that's $400 a month.
Yeah, sorry, if you trade like that, I mean, sometimes you will get those bangers when you least expect it. I think I had, was it 2 or 3 contracts in Baba when it like pushed 15% overnight, and bam, I made like 1K from a really small play. So I mean,
yes, but it's because you had a low risk to start.
Exactly.
You took a profit with your first contract, and then you let the other contracts go overnight.
Yep.
You got the benefit of the pop with no risk. That's the best trade you can do any day of the week.
Exactly.
Congratulations on that, by the way. That's a good one.
Thank you. I'm quite proud of that. I'm not so proud of the spy put I left running this week, but that's another story.
But that goes back again. I remember you saying that I can, I've made my good gains for the week. The spy put, I'm going to leave it as a runner because it's free.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do something like that, leave runners. Make sure you've already made your money, and that's just free money right there if you're going to risk that extra.
Yep. Okay, we need to move on. Because we stopped by trading in the zone too. I want to get back to that book and other books, of course, on the mental part, because I still think, myself included, I usually say that the mental part is my strong side in the market. But at the same time, when I do lose money, it always comes back to the mental aspects. And these are some of the examples from Trading in the Zone, where they talk about that people need to take responsibility for their own trading. If the market is not consistent, you must be. And you need to identify your fears, and you need to learn from them. And I think in this group in the beginning, there was more of this victimizing, and that the market was the enemy, that it was always like, oh, it's manipulation, it's fuckery, it's Kenny. Oh, they are dumping the whole market to get GME down to $20 and stuff. And if you really think they are doing all that to make you lose all your money, I would not be in the market. That's just my opinion. But if I thought that all market makers were against me personally, it's time to run away, because they got more power than I do. Like BlackRock and the guys more or less own the world. So it's been quite a journey. Before we start the quiz, we also, as we said, started to look at different kinds of option strategies. We went through the straddles and the strangles. People have been playing them a lot, of course. Earnings is a good time to play them. We also looked at some iron condors, some butterflies, some spreads and stuff. And I was a bit afraid, to be honest, that people were gonna drop off the classes when we started this, because it got like said, up to kind of intermediate level. We talked a lot about how to calculate profits and stuff. The quiz could be quite confusing during that time. But in general, it's really fun to know that some people have been telling me and others that, oh, I tried the Iron Condor because I knew the stock wasn't going to move much or whatever, and made money. And even when they didn't make money, they had a better risk management because the downside was limited. They knew that they could only lose like $50, for example. So that's great. We are getting back to that. Okay. Do we have any questions, comments while I set up this extra long quiz?
I just want to throw out there, I do actually think the market is super manipulated. We are not saying that it is not manipulated, but it's not out to get any one stock. Personally, it's, out. It's just big money trying to make money, and the rich want to stay rich. That's what it, boils down to.
Yeah, I think the danger is when you feel personally attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you think they are against you. And then you feel you are the victim of their manipulation.
I'd like to make a quick comment. For anybody that has the feeling that the market is out to get them, change the way you execute your trades by only executing limit orders. If you execute a limit order, you are telling the market, this is what I will take or greater. But if you go a market order, you're guaranteed to get the execution. You're not guaranteed a price. If you do a limit order, you're guaranteed the price, but you're not guaranteed execution until most of the market reaches that price or above. But that's one way that you can, quote, defeat the enemy or defeat the market maker, is by taking your profit at your planned amount and do it with a limit order.
Yep. Can you repeat that? We have requested.
Hold on, Ronnie asked if you could repeat that. Repeat that real quick. Is what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Was I breaking up?
I'm not quite for sure. Maybe he didn't hear you. He just asked if you could repeat it. Oh, he said yes, you were breaking up.
Okay. If you want to execute your trades at your price for your profit targets, do it with a limit order. A limit order guarantees you price, does not guarantee you execution. If you do a market order, you're guaranteed execution, but you're not guaranteed a price. So if there's a 25-cent spread between the bid and the ask, and you do a market order, I can guarantee you it's going to go in at the lowest price. But if you execute the limit order somewhere in the middle or the top 3/4 of the range, you're literally going to be guaranteed a take at your price. May take a little longer, a couple more minutes, but as the price action moves, it'll get back into your target and then let the trade execute.
True, and that's something that Ron keeps jumping my butt to do about utilizing limit sales, because I do market and I get screwed every time on there. But I've done limits before and not got filled, and so I have that fear of not being able to sell and make anything. So I'm still fumbling my way around that, trying to find the best way and the best times to do that. But I mean, you have an awesome point, Ronnie, because I get screwed a lot on that. I need to figure out better how to do the limits.
Okay, it's time for the big quiz.
Okay, so this month, this is a new month, right? So remember, the person who wins the most quizzes this month, we have Father's Day on the 18th. So you have 3 quizzes this month. The person who wins the most quizzes this month will get the $100 cash. And then at the end of this month, the person who has won the most quizzes for April, May, and June will get the 300. So market buy is crazier. Okay. So again, no talking for the answers for the quiz. You have to message them in chat. I will read them and then I will post them. The first one to answer with the correct answer gets the point, and Kron is keeping track of the points. And if I do the questions out of order, y'all know I do this every week, so bear with me.
Yeah, and I just want to add now that we have money on the line that some questions, I don't think so today, but in general, some questions can have different answers, and but we are in general going by the book, the easiest answer that you could like find on most investing Wikipedias and stuff. So yeah, let's go and
all right.
may the best person win, or the quickest typer. People are so quick.
Okay, first question. I'm going to show you you're going to need to see the picture, okay? But it says, what are the variations of? What are these variations of?
I think DV got it. He misspelled first, but
Okay, DV Jones.
so yes, of course they are candles. This is what I mean by that we, yeah, sometimes we may need to specify more, but
Okay.
yeah, it's rigged. This is manipulated, and here you can feel victimized. It's okay.
I'm dead. Okay. Okay, DV Jones got that point. Damn, I needed that laugh today. Okay, that was hilarious. Okay, I need to stop laughing. All right. Whew. What is this candlestick pattern commonly known as? God, you got me dying laughing. Okay. What is this candlestick pattern commonly known as?
Rob?
Rob got it?
Oh, I should keep track of the score.
Yep.
There we go. There we go.
There you go. Cool. Nice job, Rob.
It's the Morning Star.
Okay. Next. What indicator is described below? You got to read the picture. What indicator is described below?
Roman is first, right? RSI?
Yep. Nice job.
Not on my screen.
Let me show you. Roman got it first.
Lies.
The computer is manipulating everything. Okay. On to the next. Let's see here. Okay. Y'all gonna make me lose track of the questions. Okay. Okay. And Kron didn't even label the numbers. I was like, Kron, I always lose the order when they're numbered. You're really setting me up for failure.
Yep.
Okay. What pattern, both regular and inverse, are we looking at?
Yeah, DV was the first one to get, or we give half a point to Snare and Harpoon because they got half of it right. But DV gave the full answer. So DV takes the lead. 2 points. Yep, Head and Shoulders, classic. One of the first chart patterns we looked at back in the days.
Okay. On to the next. What ETF is described below? What ETF is described below?
Yep, I have no choice. I have to give that one to Danglewood. Oh, just kidding. He deserves the point.
This
It's
ETF class.
QQQ. Yeah. Because SPY has more sectors and
SPY follows a different index.
yeah. It's 500, not 100.
508 to be exact, last I checked. And Apple holds 6.88%. Just a little fun fact there. Okay. What is the ticker name given to the financial sector SPDR ETF that includes most U.S. banks?
Dangle is on fire. Yep. XLF. That's a tricky one, but we talked about it during. It was actually during Trevor's class. We had a discussion about the XLF.
Not gonna lie, I didn't even remember that one. Then Kron, did you go back and listen all the videos?
No, I have a good long-term memory, but a horrible short-term memory.
Okay. Okay. Next. According to Trading in the Zone, what do you always need when entering a trade?
Except money. Yeah, but they talk about one thing that you always need to have on your side. And this is a tricky one.
I think.
Yep, DV, edge. You need the edge.
So does anyone know, see if y'all listen and read that book, and it has the audio book. I put the audio book in chat a long time ago when I was listening to it. And then I put it in here again. Big Fucking Hammer found an even better version of the audio book, and I put it in here earlier. I forgot what the word was. I was struggling. Does anybody know what they mean by edge? What your edge is? Standard says it a lot. He's like, need to sharpen your edge. What is Standard huge on? Always drilling down y'all's throat. To read and learn your knowledge, your trading style. That's your edge. And if y'all forgot, he put a link that's in additional resources where you can find basically any freaking book PDF for free. So y'all definitely check that out. Okay, next question. What is the bearish candlestick pattern called?
It's Roman, I think. Yeah, free is right, but you forgot the crows there, Snap. Three black crows. Yeah, that's kind of. I want to give this to both Roman and UK.
Okay, you can give them both a point.
Yeah, hang on. I need to. Lost the scorecard here. Give me a second. There it is. What did we say? 1 point to
Roman and one to Rob.
Rob and Roman. Both. Oh, this is a chase.
Mm-hmm. I'm loving it. See, I'm a crier. Y'all gonna make me cry how good y'all are doing. Oh my God, it's exciting. Okay. If two or more of your separate strategies show the same thing on your chart that is commonly known as Danglewood, got it. Come to it.
Yeah. Damn.
Danglewood to F y'all.
Peace.
Oh yeah. It's okay, Sneh. It's okay. You good. You got this.
Hey, I gotta work extra hard with all these points getting taken away from me.
We gotta make it exciting.
Okay. So we're almost done. Have your typing fingers ready. What Greek can help you tell how much the option price will move if the underlying stock moves? Neglecting the Greek can often result in overpaying for options. Ron?
Oh, I'm quiet.
Gamma.
Did Danglewood get it?
Right? No. This is a
Yeah.
tricky one with overpaying.
I'm up there. I'm above the card.
They haven't gotten it yet?
10. Hey, I got it. Gamma. Come
That's
on.
not what I'm looking for with overpricing.
Overpricing?
Well, gamma is by definition. It's the
Yeah, but I was looking
relative.
for the Vega. But maybe we should give a point there for Gamma too.
Okay, so a point for Danglewood and a point for Arpoon.
Yeah.
You throw these extra stipulations in there and you throw people off. But I like it.
I want to make it a bit tricky.
No, I like it because it makes people think,
should we give Dangle a point too?
Stock market, you can get screwed.
He's had more or less every question right.
Vega is the change in volatility.
Kron, your question is wrong.
Okay, let me check. Yep, yeah, you're right. I see the question now. I agree.
Okay.
I gotta give it to Dangle. Sorry. I just read the question on the PowerPoint. I'm sorry.
I told you to put the answers written in order.
Yeah. It's a mess up, but it won't affect because I removed the other Greek question. So just go on. It won't affect the rest.
Okay. Brandon don't think a stock will move that much after earnings and does a neutral strategy. The stock trades at 100. What strategy is he using below?
Yeah, there now it's just pouring in. I don't know here when we have half the answer, but Condor, I think we can give TQ a point there. It's an iron condor, but that's I don't know about iron. Yeah, you're a bit too quick. I mean, iron could be Iron Maiden or whatever. Condor.
Is there an Iron Maiden?
I don't know. How should we give it to TQ?
I think TQ and Sniff.
Okay, we are very kind tonight.
What's the Iron Maiden strategy?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Is there an Iron Maiden? I've never heard of the Iron Maiden.
I was referring to the group, the metal group.
Oh,
It's just needs plays.
Okay.
Okay, but try to have the whole answer. So I know you have to be quick, but yeah.
Yeah, trying to do it so they type quickly.
Oh, Daniel lost a point. Sorry. I'm gonna add it. Sorry, Daniel.
God, you guys are really trying to rig this against me.
No, yeah.
No, it's because you corrected Kron earlier.
Totally rigged.
The quiz is always so fun.
There we go. 4 points for Daniel.
Okay. At least I wasn't the one to. I'm usually the one to screw up. Okay.
Yeah, we had problems with 5 questions, so I'm surprised we are still alive.
I know. Sometimes I feel like they're gonna jump through the phone and kick our ass. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
According to, damn, am I in the right order? Hold on. Y'all make me get. Okay, yes, I am in the right order. I think. Okay. According to Trading in the Zone, what is the biggest attraction with becoming a trader? So fundamental that most people don't even think about it. I remember this.
It's on page 5 or something.
Y'all read it again. According to Trading in the Zone, what is the biggest attraction with becoming a trader? So fundamental that most people don't even think about it. I even made like a big old at everyone on it when I read it. I was like, holy crap, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, the angle is close again. Control is in there, yeah, but it's not the most fundamental. It's a word I'm looking for.
No, not mindset.
DV is close too, but not really. I don't know if anyone, because you have to be like orthodox reading. Yep, there we go. There we go. Oh, there. I think Rob was first, not on Daniel's screen, but on my screen. Freedom is the. And I would have given a correct answer for freedom of expression or freedom of creativity. Because that's what he kind of narrows it down to.
And one of the things that he talks about in there, so everyone should create their trading rules, correct? And I think a lot of us subconsciously, because most people, they fight making the trading rules. They do. If you're being honest, we do. Because what draws us to trading is freedom, right? So this is us being free, not having to follow rules. We got our own stuff, blah, blah, blah. But then we have to create these rules and follow them. And it kind of goes against what we're going after, the freedom, right? We want this freedom, but now we got to create these rules and have all this discipline. We're trying to get away from that, right? And so I think that's why mentally, subconsciously, a lot of people struggle with their rules, making them and following them. It's like a little mind screw in there. Okay. What is the common name for the market phenomenon when a heavily shorted stock gets a rise in price, forcing short sellers to exit positions by buying the stock and the process drive up the price even more?
Yeah, Doc was quick. Squeeze was first, right? Or was yeah, I think he was first.
Davy Jones Moas. I love that. Yes, Squeeze. I kind of want to give it to Davy Jones and Doc because Moas is funny, but yes. Squeeze is correct. Or short squeeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, squeeze either.
Yeah, we give point for the squeeze.
Okay. 2 more left.
Oh. Yeah, Rob got 3. I agree.
Okay.
We got 2 left. Oh my god.
The current price for an option contract is known as
TV on fire.
Premium. Exactly. Okay, and the last one. Carl, make sure your points add up to 14 so far. Okay. The most. Oh no, they won't because we gave some people.
We gave. Yeah.
Okay. The most. All right, y'all listen. The most accepted definition of a bull market is when the market rises how many percent from the recent lows? Damn, we got it.
No, it's 20.3. No, I'm just kidding, Daniel.
I'm dead. Okay.
Sorry, there's an error with the scorekeeping.
I think the like true definition is that you should have 2 like 20% drops first or something, but then the 20% up. So that's correct.
All right. Our winner of our midterm is Danglewood. Fantastic job, DV4. You came close second. Damn, Danglewood came not playing today. But I'll tell you this, y'all should be really proud because so many people got the answers correct. Someone else just typed it quicker. So y'all are doing amazing. I am so freaking proud of all of y'all. I love it. I just seeing the answers fly in chat, seeing how interactive everyone is, seeing how people are excited to learn, and seeing the bonding that y'all are doing together, laughing and talking and learning. Like, y'all know I'm gonna cry. Y'all gonna make me cry. I love it. So I'm super excited. I love today's class. And Danglewood, you kicked ass, but all of you did as well. I'm so proud of everyone. Y'all need to I think y'all need to practice on typing too. A lot of times it just comes, y'all all know this, it just comes down to who could type it quicker. Good class. Yes.
Yeah, and we are still looking for some kind of solution to the quiz. We tried that, what's its name? It's something online where you can, I know Frederick and some others, Kahoot, yeah, but it was paid if you were more than 20 people or something, but maybe we can work around that. Because, yeah, there is some corruption in this. Okay, I look at Quizlet. I haven't looked at that one. I work at like 5 schools. I should be able to find something.
Kahoot is the way. But I like reading the questions and stuff. You're gonna take my. You're gonna bot.
Yeah, and the mess up.
You're gonna replace me with a bot. Is that what you're telling me?
And the mess ups are kind of part of the fun.
You're gonna take all my duties away with the bot. The music is banger.
Yeah, we will take another look at it because, yeah, we do mess up sometimes. We only had one mess up today with one question, but I mean, we have had plenty of more with just, like I said, 5 questions. So we need to find a system because you guys type so fast too. So it's hard to keep up.
All right. Well, y'all have a good rest of your Sunday. Enjoy. Be prepared for the upcoming week. Please, please, please.
Yeah. Next Sunday, Canadian will teach you all about Elliott wave theory.
He totally threw you out there. Oh, keep that in mind. Learning and growing together. There is something that someone else you may feel like, oh, I'm not a pro trader. I can't teach something, blah, blah. You know, if you know something great or you know it really good, you have something to offer. And, let us know. Me and Kron, we cannot teach every class. I'm sure people get tired of hearing our voices, and we do not know everything. We've gotten into some stuff where we have to go to Canadian and be like, Canadian, we're learning this and trying to teach it is a little bit more difficult. Can you help us out here? So the best way to learn is to teach. If you want to step up and teach a class, please, please, please do. If you want to make sure you have things correct so you don't have snafus like me and Kron do, you can run it by Canadian or Standard. They're freaking awesome. So please, 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 we want y'all step up, teach a class. It's the best way to learn. Be a part of the community. If you are ready to do it, let us know. We support you 1,000%.
Totally agree.
Yep. With that being said, y'all have awesome rest of your Sunday. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Y'all did amazing. Love you all. And we'll see you tomorrow.